And the airplane is man-made in the jungle. So, fortunately, with the rumbling of the engine power upon takeoff, the engine well blasted off and landed here. Or it's a toilet, who knows?
What's up, people? Welcome to another Adventure Saturday. The goal for today is to walk the northern section of the Chestnut Park. We actually going to be hunting to find I'm looking for the damn boars. Actually going to be hunting to find an abandoned Kampong hut somewhere in the jungle in that direction. So this is where we started. Hopefully there's no more rain. And so we got a little challenge on. I forgot to wipe my memory card, and I don't know if I actually already stored the footage that's on here. So I got like 50 minutes now left to capture all the necessary shots to tell this story. Kelly is happy about that because it means less stopping and more action.
Yes.
I always forget it, and also the mosquitoes love me, so you need to put it on.
Is it too sweet?
Too sweet, man. You sweet too? Just that you reach that level of sweetness where like you don't need this. I aspire. Hey, morning. This is Slight Hill. Babe, we're on the gangster trail.
That was terrible.
In my other Chestnut Park video, I mentioned that there are separate trails for bikers and hikers on the southern loop. The northern trail, however, is a different story. You see, the path is shared, so if you're walking, running, or jogging, or doing anything on foot, I urge you to stay alert because...
Oh, you know what this trail kind of reminds me of? The island that we went to.
Oh, Kota Kiev?
Yeah. Remember, like, it was so weird.
Moments like these, you just stop and realize
We're in the middle of a jungle.
literally in the middle of a Cambodian jungle. The main difference between a jungle trek in Cambodia and this one is that there isn't a lovely beach waiting for us at the end of the trail. Actually, at the end of this trail is Mandai Road, which leads to the Singapore Zoo and the night safari. But before we get there, let's talk about a couple things. We say we're looking for a Kampong hut, but what is a Kampong?
It's an old village, or what they used to call like the old communities, the villages were called kampongs.
Before private condos and HDBs, there were kampongs, or villages. However, with the rise of urbanization came the fall of the kampong. Today, there are two places in Singapore with the real kampong life, but we'll explore them in a future adventure.
So,
Kampong spirit.
yeah, you always hear about Kampong spirit.
Many a taxi driver tell me about Kampong spirit, the community taking care of each other. One person cooks, they share, and this and that. And he was saying, sadly, Kampong spirit is fading.
Somewhere in the Mandai forest is an abandoned kampong hut, but finding it was already shaping up to be a task.
You just find like a pile of nails. Always got big up the blue vervain. Now we're about 20-25 minutes in, and the truth is, I don't know exactly where this hut is. There's no like precise markers. I just watched another guy's vlog.
To help us find the hut, we were bouncing between two YouTube videos because we couldn't find any precise directions online.
Alright, so I don't think we actually there yet. We found another checkpoint, which is a sign that says Central Catchment Area. Is that a mountain bike or a BMX?
Or is it a unicycle?
You see the sign? Oh, child. Alright, we made it to another checkpoint.
It's kind of fun this way, right? Like treasure hunt?
Yeah.
Assuming it's not that way because there's a sign with guns.
Definitely not there. No, nothing?
Wait, walk all the way till you see a fallen tree. Like this.
Ooh. So we're looking for a fallen tree.
Yes.
And if there isn't no fallen tree, then we're screwed. So we find the fallen tree and then we walk back.
So looking for a fallen tree and or that yellow plastic bag. Wow, look at that root.
Cool, huh?
On this portion of the hike, we saw many old cement structures and artifacts that clearly indicated that it was a once well-used road with houses. There were monkeys, lots of rambutans, but still no sign of the hut.
You got lunch for me, boo?
I'm foraging one. Like a lychee.
While researching for this video, I came across some interesting information. Between 1927 and 1928, there was like an uprising in Swatow, China. And in this uprising, it basically saw that these Catholics, they faced persecution and again, there was political unrest, so they had to get out of the country. Eventually, they ended up coming here in Singapore, but when they came, they basically had just the clothes on the backs. Help came in the form of Father Stephen Lee. And what he did was that he applied at least 50 different times to the government, the British government back then, because Singapore was still colonized. He was requesting that the government would give these refugees some land that they can live on and cultivate and just be here. In the end, it resulted in them having at least 100 acres of land in the Mandai forest. Now, keep in mind, they're Catholic. The nearest church for them was in Bukit Timah, and also remember that transportation probably wasn't as efficient then as it is now. So in order for them to get to church, they had to walk from Mandai up to Woodlands and then take a bus from Woodlands down to Bukit Timah. This entire journey to and from Mass, it would take them something like half of a day. Obviously, this wasn't efficient. They needed to get something better. Help again came in the form of these two brothers, Mr. Lee Keng Sang and Lee Keng Guan. Hope I'm saying these names correctly. And what they did is that they actually built a new wooden chapel for the refugees in Mandai. Now this church, it still exists today. It's actually moved to Woodlands and it is called the Church of St. Anthony. After stumbling on all this information and seeing all the different like cement pathways and the wells and this kind of stuff, and knowing how close it was also to Mandai, it just left me to think and wonder whether this actually belonged to the Catholic village, those refugees that I mentioned earlier, or maybe someone else.
Alright, we just come to a clearing. Now the next question is, did we pass the tree or not? We're actually at the end of the trail already. This is Mandai Road. We haven't found the abandoned Kampong, so we're kind of hungry. We're trying to decide right now whether we should maybe go back in and give it one more shot or just chalk it up to we didn't find it and just come back again. So,
A sad turn of events.
you want to tell me what you just find?
I found an article, abandoned Kampong hut in Mandai area demolished, no longer standing as of December 25th, 2020.
So we're looking for a fallen tree. We would have never found the hut.
Confirmed, demolished. That's what we would have seen. The Kampong doesn't exist, but we just saw two really, I guess, rare to see things. We saw the Kalugo, which we've now said about 45 times.
Kalugo.
Kalugo.
Just in case you never heard of or seen a Kalugo, well, this is what it looks like from a distance.
A Kalugo, or Sunder flying lemur in the tree. Hey, and that is a pretty rare thing to see. I think this is my third time actually seeing one.
That was on my list of like things I wanted to see
Yeah.
before we left.
Well,
here.
you can check it off your list.
Now we just need to see viper. And we saw this other thing that we weren't sure. It was like small, really fast.
A rodent? I don't know what the hell it is.
If a squirrel and a shrew
Had a baby.
had a baby. Are you sure? Because that looks bigger.
That's it, baby.
Oh yeah. I guess
Yeah,
it
that's
looks so big.
definitely it.
I just looked up what it is, and it's the rare mouse deer.
Beg your pardon?
A mouse deer.
A mouse who?
There's a mouse there.
Pretty sure you're making that up, right?
They're super fast though, hey?
Yeah.
No, wait, you serious? I give up. Fuck is a mouse there? Some Dr. Seuss shit.
So that's the end of the adventure today. It didn't work out the way we expected, but we still got 2 wins at the end of the day. A Kaluga under the belt, a mouse there, first time we've seen that together. Hope you enjoyed it.
Ari, you're trying to film a video.